There ain't no bad no way. What am I supposed to do? Struggle every day. We must teach the word to the youngins, cause they are the wave of the future. We gotta heal our nation. We gon' stitch it up like a suture. We are the light, so we set the trends. We go all out with not on the fence. Out with the old and with the new. Down with the ruach, I'm coming through. Ready for battle like a soldier. Headed out the park like family Sosa. I get reverence to Yah, Toda. Follow my Shia, Yeshua. We must compete like we are the elect. You will be you must pass the test. If you come, you gotta come correct. So Yeshua will come give you some rest. Mashiach, he calls the shots. He said, run me around the clock. If you come against me, you can flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm not gonna do what he said. There ain't no bad no way. What am I supposed to do? Struggle every day. Mashiach, he calls the shots. He said, run me around the clock. If you come against me, you can flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm not gonna do what he say. There ain't no bad no way. What am I supposed to do? Struggle every day. I used to struggle with righteousness. Now all I do is the righteousness. I know you're on the mightiness. Yeah, all in the bosom you find me. Yeah, I see these haters are waiting for. Cause all that they do now is try cat. This ain't my culture, I took you back. I'm riding too high for the Lord tax. Came a new man where they know me. I came a long way from the cul-de-sac. Got comfy and y'all was adversity. The smile on my face equals certainty. These rocky foes, I can buckle up. Be cocky foes, y'all gon' rush them up. The Stevie Hula, you know that's too much. We the power, I put on the trip. My Shia, he calls the shots. He said, run me around the clock. You come against me, you can flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm not gonna do what he say. That ain't no bad no way. What am I supposed to do? Struggle every day. My Shia, he calls the shots. He said, run me around the clock. You come against me, you can flop. Everything that he is, you're not. I'm not gonna do what he say. That ain't no bad no way. What am I supposed to do? Struggle every day.
Hey, this is BeeSparrow, and you're listening to BuzzzTweet Radio on Spreaker.com. Hey, this is BeeSparrow, and you're listening to BuzzzTweet Radio on Spreaker.com. Hey, 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 this is BeeSparrow. And you're listening to BuzzTweet Radio. And you're listening to BuzzTweet Radio. BuzzTweet Radio. Hey, this is BeeSparrow. BuzzTweet Radio. Hey, this is BeeSparrow, and you're listening to and you're listening to BuzzTweet Radio.
Woke up this morning and thank God for my life. So glad to be here in this lovely paradise. I just want to serve Him with a heart, soul, and might. Every day I praise Him in my eternal life. Looked up at the sun and said, ooh, sweet light of mine. I love to see you you always seem to make things right. Love to see you rise, beautiful scenes when you go down. And in our oneness of spirit, I know I heard his sound singing, oh, well, I'm just serving you like you. Oh, and everything that I do. Oh, with all my heart, soul, and might, I'll be praising you forever in my eternal life. Walking one evening as the moon lit up the night. It's just so holy when you're under his red sky. Place full of beauty and serenity I found. And in my oneness of spirit, I know I heard her sound singing, oh, oh, I'm just serving you like you. Oh, in everything that I do. Oh, with all my heart, soul, and might, I'll be praising you forever in my eternal life. Yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, yeah, hallelujah. Walking the shores and the tides were riding high. The ocean's power makes my spirit feel so nice. The waves so pleasant on my feet upon the ground. I know I heard this sound singing.
I'm so late. I was trying to wait for April. Sister April. But I guess she's running late. I'm running late. Hey, Jules.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm here.
You know, that's right. I need to stop this. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, BeeSparrow.
Jules Sparrow.
BuzzzTweet Radio.
Dry blues.
It's a dry kind of day, though, for real. I don't even know if my mic is working.
Well, let's just talk.
I got to find out if my mic is working. That's what I was waiting on April for, to see and to check. Well, I could check it through my phone. She just hit me up and said she coming. So I definitely want her.
Coffee.
Yeah, she was getting her coffee and getting her breakfast ready. So let me check and see if I'm coming through. Mitch McConnell, Lord today, Jesus. You see, you heard what he said.
Mitch McConnell.
Wait a minute. Let me put this mic over here in between us, because I know you.
They need to hear that.
They probably did. You know, this snowball is all over the place. It's just that. No, but you still sound far away. I can't wait till we get that other mic working for real. That first mic. This pop screen won't stay up for nothing. I'll be trying to get it to stay up, and it won't. I don't want to cover the mic today for whatever reason.
Mic covering mother.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right now. Here we go.
What's that?
I wish I had a boom arm that can go in all directions. I know that they have one somewhere. All right. Good morning, Sister April.
Good morning, my sister B. Boy, have I missed doing shows with you. And
You know how it is.
so missed this. Hold on, let me turn off my TV.
I still need to hear how I sound. So what do I do? Go here.
Yes, I have really missed this. I want to share this. show as soon as we get this going. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, and we had said that we were gonna do a show on, what this has.
Yeah, it has been quite overwhelming waking up almost every morning and hearing that another black man has been shot, killed at the hands of white police officers. But a lot of stuff has been going on in the black community too. That's just, I'm sorry, I'm checking my mic. It sounds okay. It's a lot that's going on in the black community that's just overwhelming too. It's just everything just overwhelming. It's coming overwhelming.
Yes, it's very, very overwhelming. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's very overwhelming, and it's been a little bit too much to take at times, and I really had to, stay in bed so I wouldn't get so angry and upset, and then think about what can I do to help, what can we do to change this process. But the sad part is in the midst of all of this, you see exactly how racist people are.
Yeah.
And so,
with that being said, did you hear about what Mitch McConnell said? I wanted to read this to you.
Okay.
To get your opinion on this, because I heard you mention reparations once, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mitch McConnell remarks over the last week have been making headlines, but the latest may be the most controversial. When asked about reparations for slavery, wait a minute, I got to wipe off my glasses for this, because I cannot believe that a 95-year-old man think this way.
95.
Ain't 95.
Yeah, well, he's not old, 95.
No, I don't think he's that old. I was just
80-something.
But anyway,
well, he's still caught up in that old way of living style.
Brace yourself. Listen to this. When asked about reparations for slavery on the eve of a House hearing on the issue, McConnell said reparations for something that happened 150 years ago, for whom none of us currently living or responsible, were not a good idea. Besides, he suggested acts such as electing Barack Obama president could be considered a form of compensation.
Lord have mercy.
Where my doctor comes in? Did I finish it? Did you hear me? He said, besides, I don't understand. Besides, he suggested, he said he suggested acts such as electing Barack Obama president could be considered a form of compensation. Oh, my.
Well, wait, he didn't do that for us. They did that for them.
Well, that goes to show you right there. They put in office whomever they want to put in office.
They did that for them.
Because he should not do anything for us. April, you still there?
Yes. I'm trying to adjust the mic.
Mm-hmm.
So they chose to put him in there, but you see how they didn't choose a true black man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You said a true black man?
Right.
You mean a full
right.
100%.
They had to get somebody that
well, he was.
Him.
Yeah, he was mixed. Well, we all mixed with a little something, but not that I'm defending Obama, or anything. Actually, I like the Obamas. I don't care who hear me. I love the Obamas. Say, I don't worship them, but I like the Obamas.
People say Obama didn't do nothing for black people.
Well, you know how I feel about Obama. So
I didn't expect for him to do
anything. They say, well, he passed for the alphabet people. They let him pass for the alphabet people. It's what it ain't the president. It's Congress. Congress controls everything, and then the elite controls Congress. So Congress can't do nothing that the elite don't tell them is okay.
So he.
Well, no. Hold on. See, that's what I like about Trump. Trump don't wait on Congress, Senate, or nothing. Trump signs executive orders, the same thing that Obama could have done.
But do you think that they would have allowed Obama to do it, him being a black man? That's the point. That's what Julius is saying.
Okay,
he being a black man.
No, he would not have. He had so much he could do that they allowed him to do. They scared of Trump because he a white man.
Shalom, brother Moshe Ben Yahuda, and good morning to you, my brother. Good to see you. Praying everything is good with you. Praying everything is good with you, my brother. And God bless you.
You know they saying Trump really don't have no money, even if he don't. They think he do, and that scares them.
Money is the root. The love of money is the root of all evil, and so that's what I see. Everything that's going down is about money and power. Money and power. It's crazy. So let me go on. He says, that having Barack Obama as president could be considered a form of compensation or a form of reparations. In other words, that's what he said.
So.
There's more now, but go ahead.
So the Holocaust people, they shouldn't have paid them. They should have elected one of their people as president.
You heard of Mitch McConnell? Mitch McConnell, and
Mitch with a B.
My husband called him Bitch McConnell. But anyway, I tweeted him. As you can see on the screen, I tweeted him and told him that. Wait a minute, let me finish reading the article first because y'all won't understand what I said to him unless I finish reading the article. He says, we tried to deal with our original sin of slavery by fighting a civil war, by passing landmark civil rights legislation, elected an African-American president, McConnell said. I don't think we should be trying to figure out how to compensate for it. First of all, it would be hard to figure out whom to compensate.
Everybody. That's easy. Wow, civil. And I ain't even in politics.
Everybody that you look up and will call a nigga.
Exactly.
That's who you should compensate. I'm just saying. Woo. So the backlash. Oh, that's it. That's the end of the article. The backlash, as it often happens with McConnell, came swiftly. Like this, baby. Look. Swiftly. Oh my goodness. What do you think? What do you think about reparations, Sister April?
Yes, I believe that we all should get money. It should at least be I don't know how they would do it, but I think I deserve a whole lot of money for being separated from my people, being slaves over here.
Being just confusing and lying to everybody.
That light skin, dark skin, everything they put in motion for us to hate each other. And then we see the racism that's going on now, you know, if you don't follow their program. So yes, every black person should be compensated. I don't know how they would
right, that's the question. Now he had a good point. Mitch McConnell had a slick. McConnell had a good point.
He said that happened over 1,000 years ago.
He said 150 years ago.
150,
but what about what happened to George Floyd the other day? And what happened to the people that happened? You know what? Anyway, I just said
we got to get over it.
He talking about he needs to repent to the Most High Yah. He need to repent. Obama can't forgive sin. He said, now this is his word, not mine. We paid for sin of slavery. Oh, really? How you pay with Obama? They think they pay with Obama. You didn't even ask the Lord to forgive you for your sins yet. You haven't even gotten down on your knees and repent for the remission of your sins for what your ancestors did and what you people are doing now today. Your people. That's what I tweeted to him, and I hope he reads
what
it.
you're telling me is in some of these racist people's minds, they're saying that by electing Obama, that was their way of paying us for what they did to us.
Yes, sister girl, that's what he said.
They are crazy.
That's what he said, and that's how a lot of them think.
So if you think by electing the president, no, that will never pay us back. And like you
Right.
did, B, you
it ain't us you need to worry about.
Forgiveness. America owes us an apology. They
I don't even
owe us an apology.
They really do, though.
They owe us an apology. The United States of America, Trump needs to issue an apology. Even
girl, bye.
Which we know he won't.
You might as well forget that.
No, we won't. We won't get it. But they owe us an apology. And to all of those people, yes, they do need to be forgiven. They do need to get down on their hands and knees and ask for forgiveness on the way they have treated us and the way they have thought about us. Like we are animals.
And the way they still treating us and the way they still think about us.
Trump ain't going to apologize for nothing that he does today. So you know he ain't going to do nothing to apologize for nothing his ancestors did.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
Look how he talked about that report, that handicap report.
That's true.
Teased him. Trump ain't apologizing for nothing.
No, he's not. No.
He'll say he ain't say it right after they show it to him on video.
Oh yeah, he'll say he'll apologize, but then he'll say it's fake news.
Right.
Yeah, he might do it and then come back and say it's fake news.
I did not say that. It's right there on video. They just showed it to you on video.
So the question is, how would they disperse reparations?
Same way they disperse that stimulus check.
To who? Not how would they know who to send it to? Who to send it to?
Every like you said, everybody that they look at and think, look at that nigga.
That's the only way I can think of that they could do it. Because that's the only way I can see.
What did Jewel say about how they can give us reparations?
Well, I said the only way I can see them do it is everybody that you for the people. Let's use Mitch McConnell for example. Everybody that he would look at, every black person that he would look at and call a nigger, because every black person they call a nigger. Everybody that got an ounce of black in them is a nigger to them. So that's how you disperse the money, the reparations. That's just my opinion. I mean, how else they gonna do it? Moshe said, wow, Mitch McConnell is just another buffoon. They didn't pay for nothing because their constitution still says we're 3/5 of humans. And he also said the mental damage of slavery was the worst, and we all have untreated trauma. And you're right. He's right about that. We all have, some kind of mental works because of slavery. Even white people. Mentally, we all damaged in the United States of this here America. And abroad, really, because slavery started out from abroad. So those people that were taken from wherever they were taken from and sold, their people have to be going through some type of mental illness too. All these mentally ill people done handed their mentally ill sickness down to everybody.
But they your mentally ill.
That's just what it is. They damaged the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And they still doing so.
Yeah, because they're mentally messing me up now, looking every day at people getting killed by the police.
Yeah, we talked about this, how we just couldn't bring ourselves to go live. We couldn't even bring ourselves to go live.
I mean, I literally could not get out of bed and move. I could not move because
I had to make myself get up.
But you know what's the sad thing about it? Every time it happens, they try to justify it.
Yeah.
Even if it's on camera and you can see that it's not justifiable, they try to justify it.
Yeah, how can you justify it? But my thing is, okay, we're talking about the shooting in Atlanta,
right?
Shooting the guy in the back, and Rashad, right?
Right.
The woman that had it that took their taser.
I haven't. So
I posted the video in Shooting the Facts and Buzz.
Right, I'm ready to show it right now. I'm ready to post it.
Yeah, show that video of how he was. Show the video, B.
Because I haven't been following it. Mm-hmm. I have not been following it because, like I said, it's just been too much. Yeah. It's just been too much. Wait, I hit the wrong thing. Wait a minute. Moshe Ben Yahuda said, plus, they brainwash us with that pale hippie image, aka white Jesus. Caesar Borgia, or however you say it. Him, yeah. Everybody know that one that be on the church fan that grandma used to have. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The one that looked like Kid Rock. He says, yeah, they have a mental illness too. For example, you hate a group of people and yet you want to be them. These Gentiles are mentally ill. They are. And they passing it on to the world. Their mental illness is like the domino effect.
You know what?
Facts, Brother Jules. They always justify when they murder us. They the same old lie. They say the same old lie, I fear for my life. Yep.
Well, speaking of them trying to be like us, I was at work the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the bathroom. I had to walk past the elevator, and they have people at the elevator to mash the button for people,
mm-hmm.
at the Capitol. I don't know why you got to mash the elevator. But anyway, I was walking by. It was a white girl and a white boy standing out there, and I heard this white girl say to this white boy, "It must be the melanin in you." I turned around. I didn't say anything. I just turned around and gave him that look like, sugar, you ain't got no melanin in you.
They wish they did. They wish. And I read an article. I saw a video. Sister-in-law, get your sister. Get Gloria. Sending me those.
Come on, Leroy.
What was I saying? You made me blue.
Article.
Oh, yeah.
I saw an article.
Find the video. Yeah, show the video with the police over all of that rhetoric that went through.
Hold on. I saw a video where this white guy was getting melanin shots to make himself darker. And I begin to wonder, where do you get melanin shots from?
Where do you get the melanin from?
Where do you get the melanin from? Exactly. That's all. Huh.
When you say missing black people,
but ain't nobody talking about that. See, only on BuzzTweet Radio do you hear stuff like this. I saw a video where this white guy was taking melanin shots to make himself darker. And we want to know over here on BuzzTweet Radio, and someone can enlighten us, where in the heck is he getting the melanin from? Okay. Now, woo.
Well, they do have sperm donating places, so maybe they got melanin donating places.
Okay, anyway. Let's get to the Rashad.
People do anything for money.
Let me tell y'all something. I have not been following this story. I have not been following anything. This saddens me that this happened. So I'm gonna see if I can't find the video. It's in this article, right?
No, it's underneath. I posted it separate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another one. Okay, that was.
Oh, I wanted to talk about.
Go to BuzzTweet.
Oh, okay.
I be posting so much. I be trying to make sure I share everything.
There are so many articles that I have not gone over that are in Shooting the Facts. It's crazy.
Let's see. Okay.
So
keep going down. Let me see.
You know, Chief Rocker, is this it?
Okay, right there. Now let's look at that. Show that. Let's click on the volume button. Now let's look at this video. This is the guy that was killed in Atlanta. I'm not feeling.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead. You can keep talking. I'm sorry. Keep talking.
This is the guy that was killed in Atlanta. He had fell asleep at the drive-thru of Wendy's. And so people called the police because the man had fell asleep in his car. So this is what happened when the police arrived.
I can't blame nothing on her. It was my decision. I said, hey, if she can't get her order together, and, I'm not feeling uptight right now, I should park right here. Go to sleep. I'm not feeling, I'm just not feeling right.
What do you mean you're not feeling right?
Like I
you
said,
think maybe that you had too much to drink and you realized that you shouldn't drive, so you parked?
I mean,
would that be accurate to say?
Yes, sir. Mr. Roth, yes.
All right, so your girlfriend dropped you off, you got in the car, you got down, and you're like, damn, I'm too drunk to drive. And so you pull back into the parking spot.
I called her like, hey,
is that accurate?
It's a couple of minutes I got on stand with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, hey, damn, you want number one or number two, or?
But
she's like,
would you agree?
You take care of that. You're a man. You sit right there. We're going to eat tonight.
Let's move past that. Would you agree that you've had too much to drink to drive?
I mean, I couldn't focus, Mr. Walsh. I couldn't focus.
Would you agree that you've had too much to drink to drive?
I haven't had, to the point where I can't focus.
Okay.
I was a little tired ahead of the day because we just came from North Carolina.
You think that you're safe to operate a vehicle right now?
Absolutely, Mr. Walsh.
And how much have you had to drink?
I had 1.5 margaritas, Mr. Walsh.
1.5 margaritas?
Yes, sir.
Margarita?
Yes.
Have you had anything else today? Any other type of drink?
No, sir.
You haven't had any daiquiris?
I haven't had no daiquiri. I had 1.5 little small cup of margarita. And I'm up now. Y'all got me up with this.
Gotcha.
I'm up now.
Hey, will you take a preliminary breath test for me?
What's that?
It's a little handheld machine. I have you blow into it, and then lets me know if you're positive or negative for the presence of alcohol in your breath.
I've been drinking.
Okay.
I do say that.
Okay.
But I'm only going a few minutes down the road.
I'm just asking, will you take a preliminary breath test for me?
I mean, I don't know what it is.
I just said it's a little handheld machine. Lets me know if it's positive or negative for the presence of alcohol. That's part of my investigation.
You know it is the presence.
I know.
Drinking.
I know, I can tell. That's just part of my investigation.
But like I said, if I have to park this car right here, right now,
it's just a yes or no. We don't need to go back and forth. It's just a yes or no.
But what if I take this test and I don't care about? I can walk home. I don't have to walk from walk home. But I just don't want to be in violation of anybody. I can walk my sister's house is right here.
You think that you'd be in violation of something if you were to drive your vehicle?
You trying to trap him?
You know, it's less possible for me to park here, lock the car up, and do everything that I need to do within the presence of you guys. I can just go home. I got my daughter's there right now. My daughter's birthday was yesterday.
All right. Mr. Brooks, will you take a preliminary breath test for me? Yes or no?
I don't want to refuse anything.
It's yes or no. It's completely up to you. Okay. Wait here while I go.
Should have said no.
Wow.
Now you see that? That's a crock of shit. He asked him, could he just go home?
Oh, man.
So, trying to make sure, man, you're safe to drive. That's all.
I know, man.
Because you scared me a little bit because you were sleeping in there. So that's why I was making sure you're okay. And then that's.
They knew he wasn't okay. They knew he was drunk.
All right, just take a deep breath in. Put your mouth over the mouthpiece. Go as hard as you can until you stop. Blah, 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 blah. Stop. Very good.
I just had a few drinks. That's it.
How many?
1.5. Like I said, I was into the second cup. I told her, babe, let's go. Because I'm hungry.
What kind of drinks did you have?
I'm not sure. It's something she ordered. She said top shelf or whatever.
Top shelf what?
I'm not sure. It was, like I said, it was her birthday, and it was my daughter's birthday intent to, have a good time. And I said, babe, I'm hungry. Let's go. My baby's mom, she was there. I said, babe, go ahead. Cool. Here's the money for the blow-up bed tomorrow. Here's the money for, to enjoy herself tomorrow. Even a burger or something. Just take me home. I'm ready to go.
So you had about 1.5 drinks. You don't remember what kind of drinks it was?
No, sir.
All right.
I really don't.
All right. I think you've had too much to drink to be driving. Put your hands on your back for me. Sure. Put your hands on your back.
Wow.
That was all.
That was it. That was it.
That was all.
It didn't show it showed the part where he was when it seemed like he got supernatural powers when they tried to put them handcuffs on him, because he tossed them 2 cops around like rag dolls and took a taser and was running, and that's when they shot him.
Why did the video didn't show
Shot
that?
him due to the fact that he whooped their ass and took their taser.
Right, the video didn't show that.
It didn't.
No, let me see. Let me go back.
It just showed when he first started trying to run.
Yeah, and then it cut off.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, maybe that's just all. Oh.
Go ahead.
Put your hands on your back for me.
And see, right there. See, look how he turned. There you go. Okay, but it cut that part off. Okay, I'm gonna have to find the other video because, honey, they showed him whooping his butt.
I wish he didn't resist.
Honey,
Though.
he whooped them 2 cops. He tossed them around like rag dolls.
I wish he didn't resist. That's my niece right there.
But
that was Anna. But I wish he didn't
but
resist.
then again, look at the state that we living in now. Who wants the police putting their hands on them?
But still, he should not have resisted.
Why not? I don't
because
want no officer put their hands
because
on
that's
him.
why he's dead now. Because he tried to
They
resist.
could have, but why couldn't they just call somebody, give them a DUI? They had everything.
They are racist. They don't care.
I know.
If they had a care in their heart. Listen to me, April. If they had a care in their hearts, they would have let him do what he suggested. Lock the car up and let him walk home and leave him be. He'll still be alive today. But he still should not have resisted arrest. That's one thing that black men teach their sons. Do not resist arrest. You cannot. Otherwise, you'll end up dead.
But B, we just looked at George Floyd, them putting handcuffs on him, throwing him down, putting the knee to the neck.
But
so
George Floyd did not
black man want to be handcuffed by the police.
George Floyd did not resist arrest. And he's still dead, but
so if they would do that and you not resisting, just imagine what they'll do
if you resist. Exactly.
Well, that's just it. So you in the no-win situation.
Exactly. That's why there's certain laws and certain rules that a black man have to follow when they have interactions with the police department these days. And I have seen videos where black men actually have to teach their sons and their daughters things what not to do. And resisting arrest is at the top of the list. He shouldn't. I'm sorry.
Looking at that video, I believe that man.
Well,
let them
again, we go back to talking about how traumatized we are by seeing stuff. At this point in time with the state of America, I don't think no black man wants the police touching them at this time.
Well, April.
If you see the way that man transformed, that man was nice.
April, for one thing,
put his hands on him.
For one thing, I'm not
that superpowers, girl. He talks to him like
I'm not defending the cops. I'm not defending the cops, right?
Okay.
The law is the law. The brother was drunk driving. He was drunk. We saw that. He broke the law. When you break the law, that warrants your arrest.
There's nothing to justify.
Listen to you. Let me finish.
Okay.
When you break the law, that warrants your arrest. Yes, in a perfect world, they could have been careless. They could have cared enough to let him park the car and let the man go. Right? But this is not a perfect world. They wanted to arrest a nigga that night, and that's what they was out to do, and they found their nigga. My thing is, if that brother had not resisted arrest, there is a chance that he would still be alive today.
But how do we know that?
Huh?
How do we know that?
I said that there is a chance.
Okay.
I said there's a possible, meaning there's a possible chance. First of all, if he had not been drinking and driving, he would not have been in face-to-face with the law.
Okay, but with all of that being said, the man had fell asleep in his car. He pulled his car over.
I understand that.
But we don't live in a perfect world because back in the day, the police used to take you home, leave your car there. They could have towed his car.
April, this is 2020.
2020, and they killing us. And so therefore,
why do you expect for them to, two white cops, why do you expect for them to let him go? And let him go home? Two white cops.
That's why, and then I can speak up for the black man too, with having a white cop touch him and put him in handcuffs. And he flipped.
But that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. If someone is breaking the law.
No. It might be his job, but not with what's going on in America. Not with
April. No, just because people are rioting because a black man got killed, that does not mean that the police officer is not supposed to do their work. That is their job, to arrest someone who is breaking the law. I'm sorry this brother is gone. I hate it that he's gone.
They have to touch him to arrest him.
They have to, right. I'm sorry that he's gone. I'm sorry that he's gone. I'm sorry that he's gone. I'm sorry that happened to him.
So but they're not supposed to shoot him in the back. He was not a threat.
April. April.
Huh?
Come on now. Let's be for real. They were not supposed to shoot him in the back. You're right. But let's look at it. 2 white cops and a black man struggling. What the hell did you expect was going to happen? What the hell did you expect was going to happen in 2020?
And you said
he tossed them around like 2 rats.
That ain't even important. That ain't even important whether he whipped that butt or not. He dead.
He's still dead.
He's still dead.
And see, you said he whooped their butt. That's gonna help their case.
Right. Right.
He whooped their butt. That means they felt threatened.
That's what happens.
That's helping their case.
When you reduce arrest.
Well, I watched most of the stuff this morning. There's no way because you don't shoot a man in the back, and it's so much. Even when they change it, you don't shoot him in the back. Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to forgive me for yelling. I'm just a little bit passionate and I'm a little bit excited. So let me calm myself down.
Okay.
Right now. I'm yelling all over the place.
So yeah, there are a lot of people that say he broke the law, he resisted arrest. But if you see the video, he was so nice and calm.
And calmness doesn't mean a daggone thing if I hate you. Those white men hated him. I'm sorry.
I understand that. But the guy was even nice up until they put his hands on him.
Be nice to the devil.
Bigger than him. This is what I'm saying.
But hey,
you can't be nice in front of the devil. You can't be nice in front of the devil. The devil don't care whether you're nice or not.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is for his reaction, for him to resist arrest, that man transformed when they put his hands on him.
April, but why do you think they put his hands on him?
To kill him. They were going to
No.
But they did.
They put his hands on him because when he blew into that, I'm gonna tell you, they
already knew he was drunk.
April, right? They already knew that, but they had to have substantial proof. So he talked him into taking it. Oh, if he would have said no, I don't want to take the breathalyzer, well, nothing they could have done. But
he asked him what was it.
Hold on, April, hold on.
Well, nothing they could have done but stood up there and try to talk him into some way else of saying that he was too drunk to drive. Once he did that breath thing and the numbers came up, he was already going to get arrested. Everything was calm up until when they said, we're going to arrest you for drunk driving, and they grabbed his hands to put the cuffs on him, which is their job. When they did that, the brother, when he walked to get the breath thing, he already was standing up there like, oh, Lord, I'm getting ready to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So if he would have just let them handcuff him, take him to that car, take him to jail, that man would have been alive today.
And that's what his niceness would have, because he was nice, they wouldn't have killed him probably.
Cause look, when he said, the first time he said he had a drink and a half of a margarita. And then again, when they asked him again and he couldn't remember what kind,
they tried to
that right there is enough for them to arrest him.
Right.
So I'm not saying that they should have shot the man in the back, but it could have been avoided if he would have just cooperated.
Now he resisted arrest.
They wasn't forceful as some I have seen. Because you think about it now. 2 white cops pull up to a man sleeping in the drive-thru. When they wake him up, they realize he's drunk. They gonna grab him right then. Grab him, throw him to the car. You under arrest right then. Them men will give him a chance.
No, they wasn't giving him a chance because they could have let him walk home if they was giving him a chance.
He was too drunk for that, April.
Nah, he wasn't too drunk to walk home.
No, listen at me.
Hey, Baskin couldn't drop. Could he?
When they was
took him home.
Asking him,
right, they would have did it.
When he kept asking him to take that breath test, he had already made up in his mind that he's going to arrest this man. The breath test was just to cover him for the arrest.
Mm-hmm. Entrapment.
So if that man wouldn't have tried to run away and fight them like that, I don't think they would have just shot him just because he was drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can disagree to agree. I respect what you're saying, but I don't think that. Yeah.
Well, either way, it still did not warrant his death, though. It still did not warrant them to shoot him like a dog like that. Especially knowing that he was drunk.
Right.
But
a drunk man, they could have took him down with their hands.
He resisted arrest. It's just all I can say after watching the video.
And see, they form of justification is he had to take a non-lethal weapon.
This lady right here raising these two little boys right here as little girls. Mm-hmm. These are little boys right here.
She is right. They're women or they're girls or boys?
Those are boys.
And she's got them dressed as girls?
She's raising them as little girls.
What the? Oops, Lord have mercy.
I was talking to an African dude. I was on YouTube.
Those kids should be taken away from her.
I was on YouTube.
Where is this at? This in the
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a picture. It's not even an article. It's just a picture. I forgot what I had said, but no, I forgot what I was commenting on when the African dude said, "Just come to Africa." You know, he was telling black people to come back to Africa. I guess I was talking about the George Floyd and how the racism here and stuff. And I was saying it seems like they tried to make our race extinct. And he was like, well, that's impossible. There's no way the black race can become extinct. And da-da-da-da-da. And I said, well, okay, well then it just seems like we are black people, we getting lighter and lighter, and our woolly hair is getting straighter and straighter. And I haven't heard anything from him since. He haven't hit me back. He kept coming back, saying stuff, and I have not heard from him since. Shouts out to Brother Monster Moshe, was in the chat room. So yeah, I don't know, April. I don't know. I'm sorry that the brother is dead, but this is something that I hear a lot of brothers teach their sons, especially, not to do. You cannot resist arrest. It always ends up like this. They tried to say George Floyd resisted arrest, but he didn't. They tried to say a lot of the black men that they've killed resisted arrest, and we come to find out that they didn't. So that's one of the things that they use to justify their killings. And this brother gave them a reason.
They provoke us to resist,
so that they can do what they got to do.
So they know for one, a black man ain't gonna let you talk to him any kind of way.
Right.
So they used to, now they don't anymore. They used to, as soon as you curse at them one time, or you arrested right then. But they can stand there and curse at you. Now they don't arrest you as quick as they used to. I remember used to, boy, the first time you say a cuss word at them, oh, you arrested. After they done stood there and every word out of their mouth was a cuss word.
But I'm not saying that justifies killing the people. Resisting arrest does not justify killing, but it's plain to see that that brother resisted arrest, and that's a no-no for the black man. That's a no-no.
And
That's a sure enough bullet.
Officers are trained for hand-to-hand combat. They teach you where people pressure points are, where I can hit you and then
you go down.
You out of position. So
This
I fear for my life. I'm pulling it. If you fear for your life like that, you shouldn't have became a police officer.
So April.
Yes.
What's going on with the mayor of Juliet?
Oh, I'm gonna have a girl on today at 4:30, and she's gonna talk about it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and mysteriously, his records have come up missing from when he was a police officer. When he was reprimanded, you know how they do. So I think the FBI are going to start investigating him, but he's not willingly going to just resign.
So for those who may be listening and don't know the story, tell us what happened again.
Yes, it was a group of people that was protesting on Jefferson and Larkin, more by like between Stryker and Jefferson, like at the Speedway area, a little bit before there. And the police were called. The police came out, and then the mayor came out, and he was telling people to go home. And some black youths made a smart comment, and he jacked one of the black boys up and threw him across the car. Then his brother tried to intervene while he was doing that. The police beat up the man. The boy. He was in the hospital for 2 days. And
wow.
The mayor was saying that the man the boy attacked him first, and he didn't do anything. Nothing. The mayor came out there with the attitude is, this ain't Chicago. They ain't.
Sorry.
He went out there looking for trouble, went out there to show that he was Big Bad Wolf, because when he was a police officer, he was a dirty cop. A dirty cop. He messed with all of the black kids. So he was a dirty cop then. So he went out there with that same attitude. Yeah.
And so they're trying to get him out of office now.
Yes, he needs to resign.
Citizens of Joliet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when he was
I have a friend. I'm sorry. I have a friend that used to live in Joliet. She moved to Atlanta a couple of years ago. But we grew up in the Josette, my credit sister.
Okay.
We used to send each other Christmas cards, and she used to live in Joliet, Illinois.
Oh, did she? Okay.
I have to introduce you to her one day. I'm gonna see if I can get her on the panel. She's a doctor, I believe, an artist. She's an author.
I just got this message that said Italy did autopsy. Coronavirus is a bacteria, not a virus, that is amplified by G5.
What is G5?
That G5 that they coming out with the towel.
Oh, well, they were saying that though.
And they said we have been lied to. Said it causes blood clots, so you can't breathe. This is video. I'm sharing this video.
This is too much. Like we've been saying, it's too much. What else is going on, Sister April?
Girl, it's so much. Well, what's going on with our president? He has changed the date. He was going to do a rally on Juneteenth.
Right.
So he changed that date. Oh, and you know, COVID-19 has went nowhere. Actually, you know, it is still rising, but COVID is here to stay for a while. I know for me, when it first came out, I mean, I was in a panic. I was, you know, wiping my walls down every day. I mean, I was so careful. I was in a state of panic because I do have health conditions, but I also decided too that, hey, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have to learn how to live with another virus being out there in the air. And yeah, that's
something
really.
That's something we all gonna have to adjust to. So Juneteenth, for those of y'all who don't know, Juneteenth is a festival held annually on the 19th of June by Hebrews, African Americans, especially in the southern states, to commemorate emancipation from slavery in Texas on that day in 1865. So Juneteenth, June 19th, it's a celebration held annually of the commemoration of the emancipation from slavery in Texas. I remember Chief Rocker on Spreaker had a guy on his show or a woman, I think it was a woman, you might remember this, April, who was trying to get a Juneteenth celebration together in Atlanta that year. I think it was last year. And she said it turned out poorly. Like, she was so disappointed because people didn't show up.
Oh, yeah. When I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas, it's a big thing. It was a big thing in most of those states that, because see what it was, is for 2 years, you know, the slaves were free.
Right.
They want to believe it.
Right.
So people up here in the north, it's like it was like, just goes to show that back then we still wouldn't listen. Nobody listened when we were told we was free as slaves.
Right.
For 2 years. But, you know, it's coming back around again. I always knew what it meant. And so we've got to start honoring our holidays.
Yes,
and
absolutely. Absolutely.
This will be a start. And I think this year, on June 19th, if nobody else did nothing else but
honor,
put up a power to the people sign or anything or participate in some activities, because it was a big thing. We were freed.
Right.
We were freed. And so, with that being said, you get some people that say, well, my grandfather fought in that civil rights war so you guys could be free. So don't call me a racist.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
Didn't our grandfathers fight in it too? Didn't our brothers and uncles fight in the Civil War?
Yeah, we fought in all of the wars.
So what the hell?
That's what I say. Just because you fought one war for us to be free, what about the wars that we fought in? Right. And if we come back to the United States, especially Vietnam,
right,
and we come back and then we can't vote, we getting spit on by you people? Oh, right. This me. Yeah.
Right.
Now, this is another thing that's in the news today. The civil rights laws, they protect LGBT worker Supreme Court rules. So the alphabet people have won. So you can't talk about them anymore. So The LGBT people are protected, but blacks aren't protected.
We're supposed to be.
Well, we're supposed to be.
Yep. Yep. It's just like everything that we create for ourselves, or everything that is created for us, they take it.
Mm-hmm.
Black lives matter. No, all lives matter. Civil rights laws for the black community. No, civil rights laws for the LGBT community. You know, everything. What's the other one? When they give you a job, they have to hire a certain amount of black people.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action, right. Now they're taking advantage of that somehow.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Yes.
It was making sure, you know, that law was put in place to make sure so many blacks and minorities and women were hired.
Right. Right. Now that's gone. So
Yeah,
it seems like everything that was put into place for us, they have taken and make it their own.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of happened to the Bible. That's what kind of happened with the Bible. The Bible was our origins. It was for us, for Hebrew. But the heathen has come along and made it their own, and switched it up and changed it around and made it for everybody.
Okay.
That's just how it is.
Okay, I'm trying to find this article. Everybody gets protected, but blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but
we're a threat
Hold
to
on.
everybody, so we can protect ourselves.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this. Yeah.
We should be able to take care
hold
of
on one
ourselves.
second. Let me
So we're a threat to
Okay.
everybody.
Let me see.
okay, go ahead.
Okay. So on the screen right now. Yeah.
Federal law. Supreme Court says federal law protects LGBTQ workers from discrimination. Wow.
Federal law.
I
See
need
the first paragraph right there? Yeah. Right there.
What exactly does that mean? Can you read some of it, or is there a video?
The federal civil rights law protects gays, lesbian, and transgender workers, the Supreme Court ruled Monday. The landmark ruling would extend protection to millions of workers nationwide and is a defeat for the Trump administration, which argued that Title VII of the Civil Rights Act that bars discrimination based on sex did not extend to claims of gender identity and sexual orientation. The 6-3 opinion was written by Judge Neil Gorsuch, joined by Chief Justice John Roberts, with the court for liberal justice. An employer who fires an individual for being homosexual or transgender fires that person for traits of actions it would not have questioned in members of a different sex. Sex plays a necessary and undisguisable role in the decision. Exactly what the Title VII forbids, Gorsuch wrote. So, hold on. There is simply no escaping the role intent play here. Just as sex is necessary, but for cause when an employee an employer discriminates. Wait a minute, hold on, I went too far down. When an employer discriminates against homosexual or transgender employees, an employer who discriminates on these grounds inescapably intends to rely on sex in its decision-making, the opinion.
What?
Today's decision is one of the court's most significant rulings ever with respect to the civil rights of gays and transgender individuals. So that means if I am an employee and I hire a gay person and they come to work and they're all dressed up and all of their stuff and they're trying to hit and I can't even fire them.
Right. That's crazy. Nah, you can.
They're just gonna do like they've been.
Nah, that's nah.
They're just gonna do like they've been doing us. Find another reason not to hire.
So what happened to our rights? That's all I'm asking now.
We never had any rights.
Right, but they would fire us if we knew too much.
Yeah.
If we
something
smarter than them, they would fire us at the drop of a dime. Then, Lord, don't come to work in a nice car.
Yeah.
Or invite them over to your house, and you might live better than they live. Then you didn't have a job.
So let me ask you this: with all this that we see going on in this world today, how could anyone believe that there is not a God? You see the evil, you see the devil, you see him doing his work. How come we don't believe? Well, how come people don't believe that there's a God that's an almighty creator that's doing his work too?
I don't know, because I believe. I believe.
Because they don't see it.
I believe. Yeah.
So all they see is the evil.
But see, a lot of people are saying, but they took God out of everything.
Everything.
Look, they don't see it and they don't realize it. Every day they wake up and be able to see.
Yeah.
That's God.
But like she said, they took God out of everything. Everything.
Everything.
He's not here. He's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Turned his back on. He turned his back on all this.
Remember going to school, even though we pledged allegiance to the flag?
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember as a little girl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My mother and them, they wasn't crazy about us.
My grandmother
raising our hand to the flag. I had a very militant aunt. And so, we wanted the African flag. But she would say, well, at least they say God. One nation, indivisible, under God, But God was there. He was there. And even if he wasn't, people would question, well, they would go home and say, well, Mom, who is God?
Right.
But now God is removed out of everything. So nobody will say, well, who is it? And so people aren't even teaching their kids.
They're even trying to take In God We Trust off of money.
Yes. Yeah.
Trump trying to put prayer back in school.
It ain't gonna work. People still gonna be blowing up the schools. It ain't gonna work because you shouldn't have took him out in the beginning.
Right. And I mean, it was people.
Did y'all schools used to pray in the morning?
Yeah.
We used to have prayer in the morning when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
We had breakfast back in my day.
Breakfast and prayer.
Yeah.
Right after
And it was a few kids that did not participate. I do remember that. You know, there was, but they took that all the way to the Supreme Court, and that's why it was removed, because they
started suing.
They started suing.
Yep.
But yes, back when I was going to school, thankful for the Black Panthers who started most of the programs for schools. I was living in Chicago at the time, and we were able to eat breakfast each morning.
Right, me too.
A nice hot breakfast. My oldest cousin would walk us to school, and I looked forward to that breakfast every morning. Yes. And I have some good memories.
Do they still do breakfast for kids these days?
No. Girl,
No?
all that stuff. No, they don't do breakfast. They will give you lunch. And then the parents, you know, you had to fill out forms in order to get free lunch.
Wow.
No.
And
breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
And these are the times where people need it the most.
Right.
It's sad. This is
and
sad.
The kids need to eat breakfast and just be able to maybe conversate. You know, they don't even have homeroom anymore. Kids don't even go to homeroom. No.
What?
No, girl, they don't even go to homeroom. I'm like, well, how do you get to know the people that's in your class, who you're graduating with?
Right. Wow.
Yeah, so everything's changed where people are out of touch with people. And this is what they want to happen. They don't want people to have feelings anymore. They don't want people to care about people anymore.
Wow. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yes, very crazy. And I don't know. I don't know. I just and they're gonna burn this whole country down. You know, they're still going at it in Seattle. They're still going at it in all of these other places. So the rioting, the marching, and everything, it's not going away. Now, do you think Donald Trump will win the election?
I think he'll steal it again. Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think he is going to be reelected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be surprised if he's not. I would be very surprised if Donald Trump is not reelected again.
Yeah. And another question I want to ask is, how come everybody, we can see the facts, we have video, and people will still go along and try to justify things? Well, why is that? Now, I get what you guys were saying. That guy, he did resist arrest. Okay, so yeah, that was wrong. And unfortunately, I want to think that they should have been good cops and just, you know, took the man home, or they could have let him park his car and take him home, but that's not going to happen in 2020.
Right.
I'm saying,
if it was some brothers, black cops, he might have had a chance.
Yeah.
He might have had a chance.
And so, you know, and so I'm trying to believe that there, you know, that there can be some type of hope where they would treat us like we're decent human beings, but you know, that video showed me, you know, they don't care. Yes, they have a job to do, but they go over and beyond for other people.
That's why I put my hope in the Most High, y'all.
Yeah.
That's
And
why I put my
so
hope
you
in
would
God.
think, and so with everything that has happened in the world, oh, trust me, God is number one in my life too. I'm just praying that other people will start seeing that, you know, the goodness and try to spread the goodness. And you would think that this would have been a good time. Okay, you know, you've had a little bit too much to drink. Okay, just, you know, we're gonna take you home.
I see what you said. I see what you said. So you saying you would think that in light of everything that's happening in the
when are people gonna start showing that they can be good?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's in a perfect world.
You know, but we don't live in that type of world.
They could have had some compassion and they could have showed some compassion in light of all the
compassion. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you. You're right.
Yeah, I know people that tell me that they were walking home drunk from a party, and the police stopped them, and they said, "Oh, they said I'm coming from a party," and they took them home. Took them home and told them, "Sleep it off. You know, don't be out drunk because something could happen." I mean, when will people start showing compassion? That's all I want to know. You know,
that's a good question.
But
so, what do you think about this Starbucks thing? I know that they have since allowed the employees to wear Black Lives Matters, but when this first came out, I was with Starbucks.
When it first came out, you were what now?
I agree with Starbucks. Starbucks bans employees from wearing anything in support of Black Lives Matter because it's a place of business.
If you have a uniform, you have to wear your work uniform.
Right, and like I was saying, a place of business. You know.
But now business is all down when I'm going to work. All down that strip, Black Lives Matter signs on their windows.
But you don't have to come to work with a Black Lives Matter T-shirt on. That could affect your business.
That's if you work at a place that requires uniform.
Yeah.
Unless your company buys a shirt that has Black Lives Matter on it with their logo at the top.
Yeah. Now that's different.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I would want my employees to come to work with a Black Lives Matter T-shirt on. That could affect your business. That could affect your money.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think if you have a work uniform, you should wear your work uniform. And I think if you are serving the customers, you are to treat each customer that comes to the store with the utmost respect.
Right.
Treat the customers and keep it moving. Yeah.
So now they are saying that according to the New York Times, Starbucks will allow employees to wear Black Lives Matter apparel. In announcing the reversal, the coffee chain also said it will make that's what they're gonna do, Jules. They're gonna make 250,000 Black Lives Matter shirts for baristas who wanted them. All right, Starbucks. Now that's what I like it.
Yeah,
now,
I'm not a big fan of Starbucks.
Yeah, they're gonna make up T-shirts. But I'm sorry, I'm yelling. My husband went in the kitchen, but please stop.
So they're gonna make up T-shirts?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
And that's
but my thing is, all of these companies, they're doing that. But extend, you know, you're doing this now, but what rules are you putting in place? So are you going to support me if somebody comes in and spits in my face because I'm black?
That's a good question.
Or are you going to fire me? Because, see, I'm going to strike back.
They're going to make up, the company is making up 250,000 Black Lives Matter shirts for baristas who wanted them. Ooh, I wish I worked at Starbucks right now. Remember I worked at Starbucks? I want one of them black, those shirts are not going to last, honey. It says, Starbucks said that employees will be allowed to wear Black Lives Matter shirts and pins, a sudden reversal of a company policy that had banned the phrase because it could amplify divisiveness. That's what they think. They think that. We ain't trying to amplify no divisiveness.
That's because it's the white people that's gonna amplify the
right.
That.
Right. Amid social media backlash to a policy, the coffee chain also declared that it would provide 250,000 Starbucks branded Black Lives Matter shirts for baristas and other employees who want them. I hope y'all make them available for regular people. Starbucks stands with our Black partners, community, and customers, and understands the desire to express themselves. Starbucks said in a statement, we continue to listen to our partners, which is our employees, about how they want to take a stand for justice while proudly wearing the green apron and standing united together. Well, all right, Starbucks. I like that. That's a better idea.
They heard me.
So you got your logo on it and you got the Black Lives Matter. That's what's up.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody is saying they stand with Black lives. They stand with Black lives now. But like I say, it's going all the proof of being the pudding. Because, okay, if all lives matter now, will Black actors and actresses start getting the same amount of money that Julia Roberts is getting?
I think it's all a marketing scheme. I think it's all a marketing scheme. Just like Starbucks. They found a way to turn the Black Lives Matter movement into a marketing scheme.
Yeah. Also, did you hear about the racist remarks that was said about Robin Roberts?
No.
Black host.
No.
That does Good Morning America.
I know she is. What? Who happened? What happened? Yeah. Let me Google. I'm about to Google it.
Yeah, let me bring this up. Yeah, check that out. Bring that up.
You know what? I am so tired of people that make racist remarks and then turn around and apologize.
Yeah.
You ain't sorry, or you wouldn't have said it.
Robin.
And the only reason why you apologize is because people were getting on you because you said it. Didn't nobody say nothing to you about saying it? You ain't apologize. So you ain't sorry.
So yeah, just put up ABC Robin Roberts. That should be the first thing. Over the weekend, some racist remarks that were said to her.
I got it. The ABC News executive Barbara Frida, whatever you say her name. She's on leave now. Let me see what's going on here. Wow. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to pull it up. I got to post it first. That's how I like to do it. She is an ABC News executive. I can't wait to see what she said. I'm so sick of these people. They say these racist remarks and then apologize for it. Look, if you racist, don't apologize. Stand up for what you believe in. Be proud. Wow. I hear an echo. Be proud. Okay. That's Robin Roberts, right? Oh, this page don't want to load. They telling me to sign up. I'm not signing up for this mess. Bye. Okay. ABC News executive put on leave over comments about Robin Roberts in other black colleges. Wow. A top executive has been put on administrative leave after a report that she used racist language in discussions about an on-air talent at the network. The Walt Disney Company, which owns ABC, is investigating the behavior of Barbara Fedida. How you say her name? Fedida.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Barbara Fedida, Senior Vice President of Talent, Editorial Strategy and Business Developer for the News Division, after a Huff Post reported. Wait a minute. This somebody don't know how to write. Hold on. Okay, so hold up. The Walt Disney Company, which owns ABC, is investigating the behavior of Barbara Fedida, Senior Vice President of Talent, Editorial Strategy and Business Development for the News Division, after a HuffPost report that described a long history of Fedida making abusive comments in the workplace. There are deeply disturbing allegations in the story that we need to investigate, and we have placed Barbara Fedida on administrative leave while we conduct a thorough and complete investigation. These allegations do not represent the values and culture of ABC News, where we strive to make everyone feel respected in a thriving, diverse, and inclusive workplace. So Fedida is the de facto number 2 at ABC News under its president, James Goldstein. She has played a major role in developing and recruiting an on-air talent at the network, which has the most watched morning and evening news TV programs with Good Morning America and ABC World News Tonight. That's our issue. The HuffPost story, which is based on interviews with more than 24 anonymous sources, includes remarks Fedida allegedly made regarding black on-air talent at ABC. During haggling over a new contract for Good Morning America, co-host Robin Roberts, Fedida allegedly said the network was not asking Roberts to pick cotton, according to HuffPost. Roberts, the most popular on-air star on ABC News, is black and grew up in the Deep South. In a discussion about former ABC anchor Candace Gibson, Fedida is described as saying ABC News spends more on toilet paper than we ever would on him. ABC's April, let me mute your mic for a second. Let me see. You hear it now? No. Okay, so former ABC anchor Candace Gibson apparently is black, and Fedida said ABC spends more on toilet paper than they ever would spend on him. Girl. Okay, let me unmute her mic. Oh, she unmuted. Wait a minute. There's more.
What was her comments, Miss B? What was the comment she made?
Huh?
What was the comment she made about Robin Roberts?
She said it ain't like she made a comment like it ain't like ABC got her picking cotton. She was haggling over a new contract. Robin Roberts was going in for a new contract, and Fedida said it is not like the network was asking Roberts to pick cotton. They was asking her to renew her contract, I guess, and Robin had some, qualms about it, I guess, and because of that, Perdita said it ain't like the network was asking Robert to pick cotton. And then about another black man, Kenneth Gibson, she said ABC News spends more toilet paper. ABC News spends more on toilet paper than we would ever spend on him. And Gibson, who is black and now works at MSNBC, went on Twitter to say he was surprised and disappointed by Perdita's alleged comment.
Wow.
So yeah, girl, that's what they're doing now.
I want to say something for one moment. I would like to thank everybody that is sharing this show. I want to thank you, Joanne, BuzzzTweet Radio, and the Truth DRT Radio. We really appreciate everyone that is sharing the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Shouts out to DRT Truth Radio. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I decided to name some of our shows What Did I Wake Up to This Morning? Because man, it appears lately we have been waking up to racism, just racism all over the place. Just spread out just spread it out like some mayonnaise on some white bread everywhere.
And like I said, it's everywhere. And with the recent events, I've unfriended a lot of people.
Wow, really?
And like I said, you're racist. You're saying it. Hey, no. Yeah. No.
Well, you know what?
Like I said, I know, I'm still believing. I know we will never have a picture perfect world, but I am just hoping that maybe one day it'll be 98% of the people that just look at people as human beings, not by the color of their skin, and just think fair and have compassion for people. Because if you love, you gotta have the compassion. So hopefully,
a lot of y'all wasting y'all energy hating me because I don't give a damn.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, I really don't care how people feel about me either. But I don't want it to be to the point where I'm somewhere and anybody think that they can talk to me crazy or mistreat me because I am a black woman.
Do that anyway.
They can do anything to me. But no, then we got a problem. Houston,
right.
We got a problem. Yeah. and trust me, I'm gonna go out with a bang. I'm like, oh boy, I'm gonna go out with a bang because I'm gonna tell you now. At this present time in my life, right now, I know there are some good cops, but until I can see it, I don't want no cop putting their hands on me. I don't want no cop touching me, and I'm not ready to call no cops. That's just all it is to you.
I hear you.
That's all it is. Because I might snap and lose it too. Yeah. And so they're going to have to do, something's going to have to happen. Because a lot of people are suffering from seeing blacks get killed on TV, and they don't realize this.
You know what? I bet that brother knew. I'm willing to bet you that he knew that resisting arrest could get him killed, but he was drunk.
They knew he was drunk. They knew he was drunk. But of course, in order, for them to make an arrest or whatever, yeah, I can feel what y'all saying. He had to take that test. So when they go to court, his levels.
He have to.
But you already knew the man was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many people were taken home by police officers back in my day.
Right.
I had family members that was brought home because of being drunk. Okay, the cops brought him home, left the car right there.
Right.
So they're still not showing any human compassion towards black people.
But you do know that's biblical, right? In the last times, there's not going to be any love in these times. Ain't nobody going to show no love to nobody. We're living in the last days, and the Bible says it.
Yeah.
I got to pull it up now. Let me find
and so then all of
go ahead.
Like we see what they're doing to the black news people. I like Robin Roberts. I mean, we went through her cancer. She seems like a nice, genuine lady. I don't care to know about people's lifestyle choices because who you sleep with is who you sleep with. I don't need to know all of that.
I didn't know that she was gay.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Yes. And so, some things just need to be kept private. I don't care who's sleeping with who. That don't move me. Yeah. What moves me is what you're doing to make this world a better place, or helping your family and trying to uplift people. Yeah. So those are the things that matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that being said, let me go to 2 Timothy 3. And read this. This is where I get my comfort from, the Bible, man, because the Bible tells me what's going on. So I already know what's going on. Let me get this off the screen right here. 2 Timothy 3. I'm going to start at verse 1. I need to call my brother K. Judy. Verse 1, because listen, we sit up here talking about compassion and how we wish that cop could have showed our brother some compassion and let him leave the car and let him walk on to his sister's house like he said. That would have been very compassionate of those officers to let our brother do that. But 2 Timothy 3 says, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, petty, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. These are the times that we're living in. Of course they're not going to show their brother no compassion because they don't have any, and especially not for him and his dark skin. Because like we always say, the hatred is perpetual, and that's biblical too. They hate us with a perpetual hatred. That means ongoing. It ain't gonna never stop. They hate us.
That would have been a white man, they would have suggested getting him a ride.
And that's what April said.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Especially that he admitted to drinking it, So how many drinks? They would because Jesse gave him a right or let him walk away.
Let him walk away.
Hey.
Like I said, I'm sure that brother know that resisting arrest is the #1 killer amongst black men in the United States of this here America. But because he was drunk, he wasn't focusing.
Right. And then, like I said, you know, when the police see what they have to realize now is people, black men are traumatized now. Because once the police touch them, they don't know whether they're going to live or die. So most of them now, I guess they're thinking, you know what? I'm going out with a fight. And so this is what they have created. This is what they have created. They have created from the media with me looking at black men get killed by the police, with me looking at racism, me looking at the comments. And again, I'm gonna say there are good cops out there, but I don't know which one of you are good. So I ain't taking my chances. So it is what it is.
And that was 2 Timothy 3. But check out what Jesus said in Matthew 24. The King himself, Hamashiach, Yeshua Hamashiach. He says, this is from Matthew 24, King James Version. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple. He and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said to them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Weekend, so I know I did. So just coming off from celebrating my wife.
Wait a minute, hold on.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All these things must come to pass, but it is not yet. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are beginnings of sorrows. Don't we see these things today? We see these things today. Wars, we hear wars. What about Donald Trump and the Korean guy? They was talking about warring against each other, nuking up against each other. Verse 6 said, we shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And in verse 5, he said, and many shall come in my name. How many people you know that came here and said they Jesus? So many people have come and said that they were Jesus Christ. These things are happening and people just don't want to see it. It says, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilences, coronaviruses. How many famines we watch? Or how many times we've seen commercials on the news where people in Africa are starving? And now you got kids and people in the United States that can't find nothing to eat these days. These things are the beginning of sorrow. So, as for me, the King of all kings told me that these things is going to happen. So I know what to expect. I know who to put my trust in. I have no worries about none of this. Nothing. It can become overwhelming to wake up every day and you hear about somebody being killed at the hands of police or somebody being killed, period. You know? It can be overwhelming. But, like I said, I put my trust in the Most High Yah, Yeshua HaMashiach. That's who I trust. I trust that he's going to make it right. I trust that he is going to step in and change things. We can't change it. It's going to be the Most High that's going to have to change. He's going to have to put a change in us. We can't do it ourselves. We can't do it. No, see, we don't even know what to do. Am I wrong? We don't know what to do.
No, so like so that's why most of the time I pray on any decisions I make in my life, and I go and I ask God to give me the strength or the knowledge. Any decisions I make in my life, I pray on them, and the answers are revealed to me, and I just get up and do it. And so I just hope that with everything being exposed, you know, hey, maybe we could, you know how they used to have wife swap and all of that. Maybe we can have race swap.
I would not participate in that. What do you mean? Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Maybe you can go be a white woman for a day or a you know, just
hell to the no, thank you.
You know, to enhance people, because everybody do have their coaches, but it would be nice. It would.
No, I'll stay my fine black chocolate self.
Yes, you are.
I never wanted to be white. I never wanted to be any part of a white person.
Yeah.
And that was before I came into the truth. That was, I guess, growing up in the South, you know, you hear things about how white people are. I just don't bother. I'm straight up. I just don't bother with white people. And I know they all are not the same. I know that. But like K. Judah said, when I go searching in a pot of crabs, I don't look for the good ones. I don't be searching for the good crabs. I just don't. To save myself the trouble, the energy, I do not bother with them. I just don't. From the day one to now.
Disappointment doesn't come from black people. So
say it again.
I said most of my disappointments and hurts have come from black people.
Well, because that's your surroundings.
Family. Yeah.
That's your surroundings.
Yeah. But
that's because of your surroundings. The same with me. But
no, that was right. That was me chosen to think that all people were the same. So,
girl, I learned that at a young age.
I give you a fair chance, but when I find out you ain't no good, I ain't fooling with you no more. So that's all it is to it. And I ain't going back. I forgive you, but I'm not going back. Ain't no sense in us trying to rewrite history. You showed me you didn't like about me. You didn't like me. You showed me you did some devious acts. So why do I need to revisit history with you? I don't want your bad spirit nowhere around me. Yeah.
So I want to send a shout out to Facebook right quick. Let me send a shout out to Facebook right quick because in the beginning of the show I was playing some music. I was playing some truth music, like Hebrew music, and you know we broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook. And instead of
I didn't know that. See, I could have shared that too.
Oh yeah, I tell you. I meant to tell you. But Facebook, shout out to Facebook. Instead of them blocking my video, it says a link has been added to your video to give Vlad TV Breaking Urban News credit for the content they may own. And I have no problem with that.
Right.
Why can't they do that all the time?
Right.
That's what's up. Instead of blocking it. But it's the people that it's Vlad TV, I guess, that did that.
Well, you know, some people have put copyrights on their videos.
But that doesn't work. It doesn't work. They'll still shut you down.
And my thing of it is, okay, once you put it on YouTube, it's public information.
Right, especially if you can able to
share it. But see,
so if that's the case, I shouldn't be able to share.
But listen, that it's tricky because K Judah, we was on K Judah platform one day, and one of the person on the platform shared a video from off of YouTube onto his show. Right, share the video, and YouTube shut K Judah down for a month. The video was on YouTube. We was on YouTube, and all he did was show the video.
That was on YouTube. That had a share button. The way you can share it.
Well, you can share it.
And then,
if you share it,
who are all of these people to say
because we shut themselves down for a month then?
A whole month. But who are they to say that we're racist or we're inciting racism when we're just showing the facts?
Well, sis, I know you got a show coming up.
Okay.
Did she go?
I want to thank you, Sister B, for having me on your show.
Did she go?
So,
hello. She gone.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know what happened to Sister April, but I know that she have a show coming up at 4 o'clock today. DJ April, if you're listening, send me the link to your show, not the link to the panel. The link to your show so that I can tune in and listen in.
Okay, you can't
I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if she's gonna hop back on. I don't know what happened.
This is weird. Can you hear me now?
Let me see if it's me.
Hello? Hello?
My phone at?
You still on?
Am I still on? It says I'm still on. It could be me. Thought it was me. Thought it was me. Thought it was me.
Such a great show. Peace out, everybody.
Thought it was me. Oh wait, I don't even hear me.
Right.
Maybe if I turn the phone up.
Peace out, everybody.
Thought it was me. Oh wait, I don't even hear me. Okay, so April, are you back?
Yeah, I never left.
How come I don't hear her? Okay, so April, are you back?
Yeah, I never left.
How come I don't hear her? Oh wait, it's me then, because I'm not hearing anything coming out of my computer, but I hear it on my phone.
I would like to thank everybody for joining us today. It was a great honor. I would like to thank everybody for joining us to What Did We Wake Up To this morning.
That's weird.
We will be bringing you shows. We just thank everybody for supporting us and joining in to become for joining us to What Did We Wake Up To this morning.
That's weird.
We'll be bringing you shows. We just thank everybody for supporting us and joining in to become So peace out. I have another show I'm going to do at 4:30. I will be interviewing Miss Loretta Hobbs she's trying to get the mayor.
So, I don't know what's going on with my computers, April, but I cannot hear you. I would have to turn on my phone. I can't even hear myself.
Bringing you show. We just thank everybody. Okay,
I'm gonna go ahead and shut the show down.
Okay.
I don't know if you're talking. Can you type something in the chat room and let me know that you hear me or something?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I really do not know what happened to my computer. It just stopped just like that. But if I can hear it on the phone. Okay. Okay, she said she can hear me. Okay, listen. I can't hear you on this computer. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the show.
Okay.
Thank you,
everyone. Peace out. Have a nice day.
The encouragement this morning. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And Sister April, before I close this, please send me the link to your show. Don't send me the link to the platform. I don't want to be on the panel unless you want me to now. But send me the link to your show so that I can tune in, because it's going to be very interesting. I can't wait. It's your girl, BeeSparrow, BuzzzTweet Radio, DRT Truth Radio. Your girl, DJ AprilShowers. Thank you for tuning in. And we gonna holler.
Yep, holla. We love you all. I guess we're like the view.